Okay guys, hopefully you can hear me and hopefully this is all working right. I think I've figured out how to do streaming kind of from my end right this time, so hopefully that'll go well. And I'm going to choose something in a sec. Hold on, let me get all of this straight, and if anything's too loud I will turn it down in just a second. And hopefully we will be good. Alright, so I figured out I'd probably start with some Halo Reach. There's a lot of games I was hoping to play. I don't really have any specifics or care either way, but Halo Reach, you know, I love it. It's my second favorite Halo game, I think. I don't know. It's always pretty close trying to decide, but I do really enjoy it. Alright, apparently you can hear me. Great. And yeah, alright. So I'm actually going to do Firefight, because Firefight in this game is so good. Installation 04. I remember when this map came out, and I actually hadn't played CE before this came out, and I was just kind of surprised by it, but I thought it was fun. And actually, can I do matchmaking Firefight? You can. Yeah. So, yeah, no, Halo Reach, I love it. I recently have been trying to put out, I want to say that I actually have been gaining subscribers kind of on a steady basis lately, so I want to thank you guys for subscribing, because that's been a lot of fun making more videos lately. Even though Halo is kind of dead when it comes to news at the moment, it is, you know, we'll get some eventually, and I just hope that kind of they're holding out right now, and then we will get some sometime soon. But hopefully, you know, hopefully we won't have to wait too much longer. I'm thinking E3. I was pretty confident that we would see something at E3. Now I'm starting to think maybe not. I think we'll at least see like a tease. Like they have to say something. I noticed some people lately had kind of been going on that Halo. If you guys know what I'm talking about, the Halo, the Killtacular. I think those like videos they put out. They put out like the 10th one, and like at the end they had like a new Halo logo kind of thing, and it looked new, and it kind of signified maybe some new stuff. I don't know. Arcade Fight is just what's always a good time to play on sword base. Yeah, sword base. And I'm actually not a super high rank in this game, but you know, I'm decent. But no, Reach is Firefight. Out of the 2 times we got Firefight, it's great. I love it. It's obviously the best one just because of the level of customization, and it's a good time. Hopefully the mic's picking me up, because I haven't actually been able to get it streaming like 1080p like I've been wanting to ever, so finally got it working, which was nice. I figured, hey, I'd play some Reach and what other games. Load failure, alright, whatever other games come to mind. Yes, that's great. So if this game was actually to be remastered though, I would love that. That would be great. I'd buy it. I mean, I do think it's kind of the idea of like a Halo Reach 2 is kind of stupid. Like I don't think you really need like a sequel to a spin-off, or not necessarily just for Reach, because that was kind of a self-contained story, even though I think there are some cool things they could maybe do, like having you play as the Spartan 2s is an idea I've always kind of had that I thought would be kind of fun. And like I said, hopefully that'd be cool. Is this something we're just with Unsaid Cheetown? But Corvette, this is actually kind of a... I don't love this map. It's not great. I've never really enjoyed it. Yeah, I agree. I miss the good old Reach days. And really, that was the time in the community when it just seemed like it was, out of anything, the most prevalent kind of like community-based, because obviously 3 had, I want to say the biggest kind of community like feedback at the time, with Forge being introduced and all the custom games. But Reach was definitely the time when I'd say the most people probably got introduced to it. That's when like machinimas were just insanely popular. One of my favorites that I remember, I think it was called Rise of the Spartans, was like one. It was like really long. It's like 8 hours all combined, and it's and I remember this from Reach, but I think it was called Rise of the Spartans, and it was just really cool. And it's like insanely long, but it's a good time. And another reason I loved Arcade Fight was because you get to spawn with the plasma launcher, which I love. I'm so tired of them taking out awesome explosive weapons that they add in every game and then just immediately take out, because it does seem to kind of be a common trend. where it's like, hey, we'll introduce the brute shot, and then in 2 games take it out. Alright, we'll introduce the plasma launcher, and then take it out. We'll introduce the sticky detonator, and then take it out. And then I'm sure the Hydra, there's a good chance it will not come back in Halo 6. Even though that's a gun I was really excited for. But I was kind of excited for Firefight, Warzone Firefight, when it first got revealed, because I was like, hey, we're getting Firefight, but it's not even close. Like, I don't know where the decision was made at to incorporate it into Warzone and therefore the rec system. That's no. But yeah, I've been gaining subscribers lately, which has been nice. And so hopefully when I get like bigger, I'll be able to do like actually interactive live streams instead of, you know, just now with more people. And that'd be a lot of fun. Just talk to you guys about whatever. Because even though I mainly talk about Halo, there are lots of other games that I really, really enjoy. I'm kind of debating if I should get Sea of Thieves when that comes out. I know it won't be like too long. I think it's like in the next couple weeks. Sea of Thieves will be releasing. I think March 20th. So I was thinking about that, even though it just doesn't seem like there will be enough stuff that you can really do in it. I don't know if it'll be worth $60. For some reason, I kind of just thought in my head that it would be $40 releasing. Then I learned it was $60, so now I'm a little bit more reserved about buying it. But there's a chance that I may get it, and if so, I may talk about it at one point, depending on if I enjoy it. So yeah, I love Invasion. In my opinion, the best game mode to ever hit a Halo game. I hope in the future it'll return and a remaster of Boneyard and Spire. Yeah, I agree. Boneyard and Spire are two. I didn't actually love Boneyard like when I originally played it. I thought it was fine, but looking back on it, I do really enjoy that map. And Spire is obviously super iconic. It's great, and just like that level of uniqueness. I remember thinking how cool of an idea it would be. Like we were speculating all the way back when they released that initial roadmap for Halo 5's DLC, and we got the Memories of Reach thing. I was thinking, hey, maybe we'll get a Halo Reach Spire Warzone map where, like, instead of the monument that we have on, I believe that's Battle of Noctis. Is that? Oh my God, Battle of Noctis is what that map is called. Instead of that, we get like a Spire one, kind of similar to that, and that'd be really cool. But we didn't. And that update was not really Reach. It was, we didn't even care in that. We got all the Reach armor, and then in addition to that, we got what everyone thought was going to be the Falcon on that Oni Rec Reveal vehicle, and then we got the Phaeton Helios. So, you know, depression. I also thought at one point, they said, I believe it was Monitor's Bounty, they announced that there was going to be a fan favorite weapon returning that's going to have like explosive capabilities. I was like, it's the plasma launcher. But no, I believe it was it was the Sentinel Beam, I think, I want to say, that came in that, so that was disappointing. But hey. But yeah, no, I agree. Invasion was awesome. Something that I don't understand, that playable elites, like I thought that kind of would have been a given by now, to have them return. I don't know that that was ever taken out, but yeah, Invasion definitely needs to return. Playable elites. And hopefully we will get that. Halo 6, I definitely think will be better than Halo 5 at launch. I mean, it seems like they're taking their time. They're not pulling what they did, what was that, 2013, we got that Cloaked Chief trailer, where they just decided to kind of blow their load early and just reveal everything when they probably weren't really ready. So it looks like they're taking their time. I believe Microsoft did say they were going to like take their time kind of announcing future titles, so that's good. And hopefully we will get it, we'll get at least a small, I'm probably thinking like a small tease at E3 this year, and then maybe they like announce it, or maybe it's something a lot bigger. Or maybe what I'm hoping is, if you guys remember Halo 5, they did the initial reveal in May of 2015, and then we got the official E3 reveal. I won't say that was 2015, where we got the Battle of Sunayon gameplay, which I thought was awesome at the time. Looking back on it, it's a little disappointing. Infection and the Reach armor were the only good thing in that update. Yeah, I'm trying to really remember what was in it. There's probably some more assassinations. I remember the main just disappointment being the Phaeton Helios. Coming in the Memories of Reach, no, I don't. That was pretty upsetting. But hopefully we'll have more Reach elements incorporated, because I do really love Reach. I know to some people it's kind of not a great part of the series, but I really enjoyed it. It was the first game that besides Halo 4, this and Halo 4 were the first two games that I really got into in the series. So hopefully it'll take the better aspects from this game. Now, again, I'm not saying everything in it was great, but it had a lot of great things in it. And like I said, community, like focus-wise, it seemed like it was just so popular at the time. That was only because the game allowed it to be with so many cool features. The frame rate is significantly dropping. I can't really see a single thing. But yeah, no, a remaster. I love it. And I also kind of hated that the Firefight maps in this game were just kind of taken from the campaign. That kind of sucked, but again, it's better than just no Firefight at all or anything stupid like that, like Halo 5 did. And I do think that kind of the bad additions they made, like there were just some weapon things that I thought were kind of weird, like the needle rifle. I thought was like, alright, I guess we're doing this. The Revenant I thought was cool. It was just like kind of bad. It didn't do like a lot of damage, but I like the idea of it, like a two-person, like a merge between a Warthog and a Wraith. I was like, that's cool. Skirmishers is like, yeah, alright. That's fine. I don't really care. And the campaign, actually I may do like a campaign mission in a little bit. Or I may switch to a different game besides Halo. But I feel like I haven't played Reach in a while, and Reach is great, so... Especially with just like the pure amount of like chaos that this is. Whoops. You don't really get anything like that in Halo 5's Firefight, since it's so incorporated into Warzone, and if you want to pay the real money and get the better weapons and the mythic weapons earlier, then that's the thing you can do in Halo 5. And I kind of think recently that people have kind of forgotten about like the month of Mythic. I know they haven't forgotten about it, but it obviously was kind of a while ago, and it wasn't a huge thing, but that was pretty ridiculous that they were like, alright, you pay, I believe it was $10 for a pack that contained like 5 Norfangs, and the next week they did 5 Prophet's Veins. Like, no, that was the month of Mythic. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh, I'm gonna no. But that update was pretty bad. I'm actually gonna switch loadouts. Okay, never mind. Yeah, arcade fight though. I love it. And one thing I like out of this kind of random thought, not really related to Halo Reach, but I was just listening to them pull out the energy sword there. I was like, hey, the energy sword, it's such a great iconic sound. And then I thought the Halo 2 Anniversary energy sword sound was kind of weird. I recently played through Halo 2 Anniversary on, just Halo 2 in general, on Legendary with a friend, because I have beat all the Halo games on Legendary by myself, except Halo 2, just because I didn't want to commit to that. I love Halo, but not enough to get that frustrated. And we were able to finally do it. I'd say the worst mission for us was probably Gravemind. It was awful. I can't even explain in words what a terrible experience that was. Because I actually expected Regret to be one of the worst. We actually got through that kind of fast, except since it's Master Chief Collection. When we were right at the very end, the game crashed, because that's the way Master Chief Collection works, and then we had to redo it all. But it wasn't too bad. The worst was Gravemind, and really the whole thing was just horrible. Outskirts? Yeah, no, Metropolis was also pretty bad. With the Sniper Jackal, it was pretty infuriating. But no, Halo 2 campaign I actually don't love. It's fine. I like a lot of the moments. I love the music, and the storytelling and like the plot of that game I really enjoy. Probably one of the best in the series for me. But overall, the campaign I was like, alright, it's fun. And I think the multiplayer is really where it shined, at least at the time. Because playing the multiplayer now is not as fun. Like, I know there's some multiplayers, like Halo 3's multiplayer, I can go back and play any day. And even this multiplayer that we're playing right now, I still really enjoy and can play. But Halo 2's just feels a little slow compared to today's standards. And I know that's kind of what people wanted to see, but apparently, like, also Halo 3 is pretty fast-paced, but, you know, it's all kind of relative to what else you're comparing it to. I have seen lately that people have been talking a lot about the Halo 3 Anniversary Throwback playlist being put back into Halo 5, and I we actually played that in a little bit, but apparently, I know people said it may have been like fun at the time, and then like apparently now it's not really fun and the movement's kind of weird. So I actually don't think I've ever played it. I don't think I even played it when it initially released back in November for the real anniversary. I don't think I even played it. So I may actually do that in a little bit for the first time and be pretty excited and hopefully see what it's like. Because I don't know. I know that they said classic gameplay with like classic maps, but I don't really know what that entails specifically. Like, did they take out? I don't know. Can you disable ADS in Halo 5? I don't know if you can, but I assume they took out clamber, thruster, maybe even sprint, all that kind of thing. So hopefully, if they did do that, we can try that out once we finish this arcade fight match. Would you ever consider a legendary All Skulls playthrough? I mean, if I did, it'd probably have to be on a campaign I really enjoy. Like, I'd never probably do that on Halo 2. Maybe I may try that on like Reach, maybe. I'd probably do it on Halo 3. I've actually tried Lazo once with a friend on Halo 2, and we tried it on Regret, and we got about 2 steps and then decided to quit. But no, actually, Halo 3's or Halo Reach's campaign, I wouldn't be opposed to doing that. Could be a lot of fun, especially if I got a friend. I don't know about Legendary on that. I probably would not be able to make it through that. But with a friend, I think there's a good chance. Hey, the other thing about Halo 2 that I kind of forgot about is just how infuriating it is that your teammate dies and then you have to go back to a checkpoint. That sucks. And it's just right when we finished that and we moved on to Halo 3's campaign after we did that. Or actually no, we moved on to Halo 4's. Well, I'd already played it, but we replayed Halo 4's on Legendary. It was just such a relief, and Halo 4's is actually pretty easy on Legendary. It's not too bad. Is anyone else just still in the game? But I remember when this initially released, the frame rate issues, and yeah, they're still kind of like, I don't know if they're really issues or if that's just kind of the way the game goes. But it is a little choppy, but yeah, a remaster, I'd love it. And hopefully our friend doesn't get lagged down. I don't miss that. That was kind of a problem with this game. I also thought like on these maps it was kind of weird that they drop off like a Wraith in this enclosed tiny environment on the ship. But no, it's fun, and yeah, Firefight. If Firefight doesn't return in Halo 6, because there's so many, it's not just like, I feel like what they kind of took with Halo 5, they're like, alright, you're just fighting waves of enemies. It's like the campaign, but you can play whenever you want, and it's not, like, scripted. I feel like that was kind of their approach to Halo 5, and like, we might as well incorporate it with Warzone and Rec Packs, make as much money as possible, that kind of thing. I don't really feel like, or obviously Warzone's, Firefight is a lot more than that. You have the ability to customize it, which is awesome, and it's probably the most, I want to say the most kind of entertaining aspect of Firefight is just, in this game, mainly all the customization you can do. I remember, like, when Reach came out, or probably like a couple years ago, maybe in like 2012 or 2011, I remember we made this like game mode just on Reach where it was just the most difficult thing ever, and just being able to do that, have that level of freedom and customization for a game mode that you can like play through, it's a lot of fun, and it's something that makes Halo 5, or well, Halo just in general, at least a little bit unique. A little bit unique to the other first-person shooters out there, because there are a lot. But talking about other games that I've been playing recently, I've been playing a lot of Rainbow Six Siege. If you guys don't know, that game is fantastic. It has had one of the best comebacks, really, of any AAA game in recent memory. That's probably the second most game I have the second most time in, like on Xbox 360 and 1, besides maybe Halo 4 and 5, or like just the whole Halo series in general, because that game for some reason has not gotten boring, and it is so much fun to play with your friends. It's such a cooperative effort, and even if everyone starts yelling at each other, it's still a good time, and it's a lot of fun. I really love it, and for a game I was actually really kind of like, I wasn't in love with the idea of getting it first, because I remember watching reviews. It seemed like a fun time, but there just didn't really seem like there was enough there, and there really wasn't. But now that they're 3 years into the game, or I guess full 2 years into the game, we've gotten we've got a lot of DLC operators. Some of them good, some of them really overpowered, but it's fun, and it's a game I would definitely recommend playing. If you and your friends are kind of looking for a game that's kind of teamwork based, then I would definitely recommend that. And also, if you kind of get like bored of games easily, that's one I would also definitely recommend, because we hadn't really had that problem where like we were getting bored of games, but I mean, we just want to try something new. Up to that point, we were playing like GTA 5, which is obviously a fantastic game, but that game has been out for 5 years now. Or GTA Online, I believe, has only been out for 4. But the core game's been out for 5 years, and really, it's just a lot of, it's kind of a lot of the same now. Even though I was really surprised they added in the Doomsday heist. I thought that was a cool idea, considering we were all waiting for another heist for years, and they finally added it in. I thought that was really cool. And I actually played through, I believe, all of the first 2 acts. I didn't get to the third, but I thought it was fun. I think it's kind of ridiculous now what they're adding into GTA, and just the level of kind of ridiculousness of it now, of how it's just jetpacks and flying cars and the Batmobile. But it's fun. It kind of knows what it is. The thing I do hate, though, is how you have to pay. It's kind of incentivizing you to buy those shark cards because of the horrible grind it is to get the money to buy this stuff. And that kind of sucks, because there's so much cool stuff in that game that they've made and that they've designed well, but it sucks that a lot of people, a lot of the casual people that play the game probably won't get a chance to play them unless they cough up the money to play or to buy shark cards. Either way, though, GTA 5 still remains a fantastic game, and it's a lot of fun. Also, obviously, Fortnite and PUBG are the popular thing right now, and I like both those games. I don't have an opinion on which one I like more. I haven't played either of them enough to like really form an opinion. I don't love like the Battle Royale genre of games. I just don't love that. It's not really something I'm super into. But you can have a good time playing in both with your friends. I like PUBG. Obviously PUBG on Xbox, I haven't played it on PC, but obviously on Xbox it runs pretty terribly. Just the frame rate, and it's choppy, and it's kind of just a pain. The controls are also kind of weird. While Fortnite, on the other hand, is probably a technically superior game, but, you know, for me it just doesn't seem as fun a lot of the time as PUBG. But I like them both, I guess, but they're neither of them are games I ever get on and I'm like, alright, I'm gonna go play Fortnite and PUBG, just because they're just not really things I'm that into. But I completely understand why people love them and why they've taken off so much, especially in the last year. And I believe I talked about this in a video, but if Halo 6 were to have some sort of Battle Royale mode, I mean, I wouldn't hate it. Obviously, it depends on how it's designed and how it's implemented. But it doesn't need it. I think a cool idea is kind of like the Halo ODST Battle Royale. I think that'd probably be the best way to do it, like if you were forced to do it. Again, I don't love the idea, but it's not terrible. It's not a terrible idea. I just hope that if it is done well. But if I had to choose, I probably wouldn't have it done at all. What I would choose though is having the brutes in some form return in Halo 6. And something I actually thought about the other day that I completely forgot about, and I think a lot of people forgot about, was that Halo 5 launched without the grav hammer. Like, I completely forgot about that. Not only did it not launch without the grav hammer, but we didn't get it until February, and the game launched in October. No. Halo 5 is such like a mystery of just how that turned out. It's not. It isn't. But like, it sucks. All right. I remember always getting excited when I get to the bonus round.
Bonus round. Good luck. 1 minute remaining.
What is my opinion on the Flood Firefight mode in Halo Wars 2? Okay, so I have not fully played Halo Wars 2. I believe I have it. If I don't, it may be in like the back of my room or something. But I think I played it. I know I at least played the beta when they announced it at E3. I thought it was fun. I'm not a huge RTS fan. That's not also kind of really my genre I'm super into. But I understand why people like it, and I love that the game got a sequel, obviously, because I didn't think Microsoft would do that. I felt like that was something they just kind of brushed off to fans who were like, alright, this RTS we made on a console that somehow works. People want a sequel. Let's go ahead and give it to them. And the fact that they did that was really cool. And from what I could see from the game, that like the story stuff all seemed pretty cool. And the Flood, I did watch the Blur cutscenes online, as I thought they looked awesome. And the Flood storyline did seem pretty cool, but I can't really comment too much on the gameplay aspect of it itself because I haven't played it. And but kind of from the story perspective and the fact that the Flood are actually returning, and seems like they will in some way be in Halo 6, probably not directly, but in some way be in Halo 6 is really cool. And hopefully when I do actually get around to playing it, because even though I don't love Halo Wars 2 and Halo Wars in general, I do want to play it, and the gameplay I did watch did look pretty cool. And Awakening the Nightmare, I'm happy they did it, even though it did suck that it wasn't included in the Season Pass. And I do really miss this. I kind of wish they'd bring this back, this little screen, you know, where they do their little, that screen where they do their little animation after winning. I thought that was cool. And something that is really cool that I think is kind of forgotten about is like the Halo 5 beta screen, when you would have the Spartans that were all like kind of high-fiving each other. And I know that's kind of like a debated subject on whether or not that was a good decision or not to have that, because the Spartans are supposed to be serious and they wouldn't joke around. But that's just kind of a thing that I didn't have a huge problem with, because I also did see some people bringing up the like reason that, well, they're Spartan 4s, they're not real Spartans, they're just kind of volunteered and now they're here, and they're just kind of, it's just all obviously a simulation, so they don't really care, it's just a game. And I was like, alright, that makes sense, whatever. I liked it, and it could have made for a lot of cool poses, especially for like pictures and stuff that you could have made with your friends on your different armor. Yeah, no, exactly, the Ultimate Edition, yeah, no, that didn't come with the Ultimate Edition. Again, I didn't have, like, a huge problem with that, but, I mean, I did have a huge problem with that, but I didn't, again, get to play it, so it didn't hugely impact me. But I could completely understand if I bought like the new Halo game, and I bought the best edition that came with it, and then I learned they were making, like, a single-player Flood DLC, but it wasn't included in it. That's unfortunate. That does suck. So what we are going to do is try out the Halo 3 Classic Throwback playlist. The first time I have ever played this, because I actually did not play it back in September. So we're going to be playing on Oddball, or on Ghost Town, playing Oddball. Halo Flipper, I love your videos. Thank you so much. And we're going to see what I think about Halo 3's Classic Throwback. I don't know how this is going to work with them taking Halo 5's movement system the way it is, and then just taking out the things that aren't about modern Halo and trying to make it like old Halo. I don't know how this is going to play, I don't know how it's going to feel, but from what I've seen, some people think it's a lot of fun, but also other people think that it just kind of breaks the flow of the game, and especially if, like, I assume they would have taken out Clamor, but we'll see. I also haven't really watched any gameplay on it. I have just kind of heard people talking about it, though, so hopefully I'll enjoy it. And obviously, it's not going to be classic Halo, because it's Halo 5. We've got everything different. But Ghost Town... Oh, okay, so actually, just like the other night, was thinking about a map in Halo 3 that I could not think of the name of. And this is actually, I'm pretty sure the map it was, Ghost Town. Alright, still ADS, and you can't clamber, and you can't sprint and all that goodness. Alright. But I did want to say that, concerning kind of Halo 5's movement system, I mean, I think it works decently well on the game it's in, but it's not Halo. What are Spartan 4? Spartan 4s are from my understanding, they're kind of like the new, they're like the Spartans that you see in Halo 4 and Halo 5 that are doing the war game simulations and multiplayer. They're the Spartans that with the cool design in Reclaimer, if you know that mission in Halo 4, where you are on the Mammoth, and they have the cool design with the recruit helmets. Those are the Spartan 4s, instead of the Spartan 2s where they were like kidnapped as children. These were adult volunteers, I believe. Same with the Spartan 3s, with the adults being volunteered. So it's not as frowned upon. But I actually do, for some reason, kind of like the SMG in this game. I know it's also kind of frowned upon, but I like how it looks. I don't know, I can't describe it at all. I just like it. But I hadn't been keeping up with the news lately about the weapon tuning updates and all of that, so I didn't really know what was going on with that. From my understanding, they like kind of made the assault rifle better, I think. from what I could tell, like when I kind of started playing Halo 5 again recently, the grenade launcher, the base one, just seemed a lot worse. It just seemed a lot worse, so I'm assuming they kind of like nerfed that. So I'm gonna try that out in a sec, see what the assault rifle's like. But yeah, no, Halo 5 is I don't know. I'm really mixed on Halo 5's like multiplayer gameplay. Like it's not Halo, but at the same time it's not inherently like bad. I just it's not Halo, and it shotgun, and it just doesn't really, it doesn't feel like it should. So I definitely understand people's complaints and not happiness with where the series has gone. Oddballs also, I completely forgot. They added this in the overtime update, I believe. I completely forgot that this was a mode in this game. Probably because the game was already kind of dead when the overtime update came out. That was cool. That had something with 4K that had to do on the PC. And I do hope that Halo 5 releases on the PC. I think that'll be really cool. And I mean, if it has an opportunity to reach a bigger audience, then why not?
Grenade on the way. Shields recharged.
What are we at? 67? Yeah.
Master.
But yeah, this feels, I mean, this feels how I thought it would have felt. It just kind of feels like slowed down Halo 5 gameplay, but with ADS still. So it's like, alright, alright, you got like halfway there. But yeah, no, it's, I don't know. I mean, they can do these classic playlists, but it won't really, oh my god, it really won't really mean much long-term wise. I mean, these are fun and all, but obviously for the future of the series, we're gonna need a little bit more. And hopefully we will get the Halo game we all want, and although it won't appease everyone that is into Halo, hopefully it will, a lot of people will be happy with the changes they made. And like I said earlier, I do think it will be better than Halo 5, at least at launch, so that'll be cool. Yeah.
I need backup.
Enemy has the balls.
Hostile mobile. Spartan down.
And I was actually just rewatching like a stream, or I believe like in 2016, it was like early 2016, so Halo 5 hadn't been out for too long. I was talking about how much like fun Warzone was, and I mean, Warzone, I had fun with it. I think a lot of people that played that game did. It was just that you got really, really bored playing on the same, bored playing on the same 3 maps until, December when we got Battle of Noctis. And even the maps themselves, I remember we even did a video on that day that of the Microsoft press conference 2015 during E3 when they announced Warzone, and how they said that it was going to be, the maps were going to be 10 times bigger than any map in a previous like big team battle map. And we're like, whoa, that's crazy. And then we got it, and then we got it, and it just wasn't great. When are you going to make more Halo collectibles videos? Okay, I don't know what's happening with Halo collectibles. They are so, alright, so obviously the Series 2 figures are, I don't know what just happened there with the assault rifle. That's, but obviously the Series 2 figures, apparently they have been found at Walmart and multiple Walmarts throughout the country. I've been to my local Walmart. I checked. I didn't see them. So I don't really know. I was extremely disappointed that there was nothing at Toy Fair. That sucks. And I know people, at least in like the years that I've been doing Toy Fair, there's always been something. Even all the way back when like McFarlane, which I guess wasn't that long ago, it was only like 3 years ago. But even McFarlane, they for the most part always had something there, at least like in the times that I've been covering, like I said. And we're gonna play one more of these, of the Halo 3 Classic playlist. And just the fact that we didn't get anything this year from Mattel, when they even had their own private event again, the fact that we didn't get anything does really suck. And it is really unfortunate how that turned out. But I do think that we will I don't know when they're going to go ahead and reveal the Series 3 figures, and I assume they'll probably do it on like a Waypoint blog or something, but obviously we know that those are being made and they exist because they were leaked on Amazon, and hopefully we'll get a reveal of those soon, and hopefully they will start finally releasing 12 months later, they're 13 months later now, as wide release in mass stores all around the country. And hopefully that'll be cool. And in the meantime, when I'll be doing videos on them, I am still planning on doing the third part of my Halo collectibles retrospective, where I'm going to be doing the Kotobukiya figures, the PlayArts Kai figures, and the NECA figure. I believe they've only made one. And I'll be doing that hopefully sometime soon. I've just kind of gotten away from it as I've started making more stuff focused on the actual Halo games lately. And last night I talked about the Halo TV show, which is now filming, which is awesome. And so that's probably the next one I'll be making. And then besides that, it's just a matter of things getting announced and something important happening that I feel that I need to talk about. And hopefully they will come out, though. If they do actually end up being like a mass release, or like I said, we get like a news thing from Waypoint or something, that would be really cool. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to keep making videos on it, keep talking to people in the community about it. And that's just the main thing I can hope for. I don't just really do Mattel figures Mega Bloks anymore. I'm hoping that maybe the next Halo installment comes out. Yeah, everything since Mattel has taken over. I don't want to say that Mattel has been all bad. And even you mentioned that it's Mattel and Mega Bloks. It's just a matter of, like, so I can't really relate because I haven't really had that problem. I've just had the same problems as mostly everyone else, where they don't get released at all. Which is what we've been dealing with for Wave 2 for almost an entire year now, or over a year. But yeah, no, the Mega Bloks, I've actually kind of been thinking about talking about Mega Block stuff lately, just because I do know they're popular, and the Halo Heroes figures I know are pretty popular, and they do seem pretty cool. I think McFarlane was better with Halo toys. Yeah, this is such a. I actually was planning on doing a video about this like a really long time ago when they first got the license. I think it's kind of hard to really. I miss McFarlane's company as opposed to like one of the biggest things as Mattel. For example, like we obviously just had Toy Fair, and McFarlane Toys on their Instagram page was posting like fun teasers and stuff all weekend long, and just kind of playing, like, you know, having a good time with their audience, interacting with them, treating their fans like actual fans, not just as customers. And obviously, you guys probably know, if you ask like McFarlane something on Twitter, they may say like, oh, we're hoping to have like, or they're hoping to have them released sometime soon, or something relates to that, you know, something a little bit more. But if you try and ask Mattel something about that, they just end up saying, we have no current news on future releases, please check back soon. That typical response, and that is really frustrating. I just miss kind of the funness of everything that McFarlane was about. And talking about the figures themselves, I do think, talking about the pros of Mattel, I do think it's cool we're finally getting Build-A-Figures. That's always something I've kind of wanted with Halo toys, Halo collectibles in general. And besides that, the articulation is better, except that only really is compared to the later Halo 5 figures, because pretty much all the 3 Reach figures, those for all the most part had great articulation. But now looking at the current Halo Mattel figures, the articulation's still pretty good, and I do like that about them. But besides that, everything else just is not great. The sculpts are fine, the paint is bad for the most part. It's always kind of really bad, and they're $10 to $15 more than we would have been paying for McFarlane figures, which just kind of had a more grittier feel to them. Like, overall, I don't want to like hate on Mattel just too much, because that is kind of what we have to deal with for now. Overall, though, they aren't great, and they aren't really living up to what I think most people would have wanted them to, and especially everything they've had to deal with for trying to live up to McFarlane. And I do want to say that even though Mattel themselves hasn't been doing a great job of keeping us up to date and informed in the community, just kind of in line with that kind of thing. James Monosmith on Twitter, I do want to give props to for always being there, always being a cool guy on Twitter and on the streams and stuff, just coming, showing the community of Halo collectors the new things and just what they can look forward to, and trying his best, it seems, for the most part, to answer as many questions as possible. And I do have to commend him for that. That is really cool. McFarlane had great detail, even though the articulation was not that good. Yeah, McFarlane's detail, I think, is something that really set them apart, especially for the price you were paying. Sometimes you were paying $10 to $15 for these very detailed figures. That was just awesome, especially seeing the cool, like, people from Halo that you knew, seeing that in these nice detailed figures. Even if, yeah, the articulation sometimes wasn't great, I'd say it was worth it most of the time. And that was just mainly the Halo 4 and 5 figures where the articulation isn't great. Go back, if you have Halo 3 and even like the early Halo Reach figures, the articulation on them are all pretty good. So yeah, that's what I think about Halo collectibles at the moment. And talking about the other companies besides just Mattel and McFarlane, there's not too much else. I mean, what, there's Halo Icons is still going on, the newest figure, I believe, for those, or I don't think it was revealed yet. I bought the first crate of the Halo Loot Crate, and then I just decided it wasn't really worth it for me to spend $40 bi-monthly to get what a lot of stuff, like, the main thing I was looking for was the Halo Icons figure, and I was kind of disappointed that they weren't actual figures. Overall, though, I'm fine with them now, and I like them. They're cool. I kind of like their cartoonish take on the stuff, like the Flood one. I thought was kind of fun, just because it's the super violent thing that they've kind of transformed in this cute little Halo Icons statue. Oh, I just tried to thrust her. Something I did forget to mention, though, when I talked about Awakening the Nightmare a little while ago, is the whole aspect and deal with them not having, with it not being rated M, obviously. The Flood are a violent concept. They are space zombies that eat your brains out and take over your body and make you, if you haven't already been consumed, want to kill yourself. It's not really a light subject, per se. And having that in a T game, having that in a rated T game, that's you know, that's interesting to see how they'll approach that. I don't know if you talked about joyrides lately, but what are your thoughts on those? Personally, I love them the most. I actually almost forgot about joyride. They are obvious. I don't own a single joyride figure. I've had one. One of my friends, like, I believe, had one, and I actually was really close to buying one. I just didn't really want to spend like $50 on it. But no, from what I've seen, obviously they're sculpts. Looking back on them today, in case you don't know, those are the old, like, original Halo CE, Halo 2 figures made by Joyride. And obviously, looking back on them today, they're a little weird. Like, their sculpts are a little weird. Their sculpts are a little weird. The paint, for the most part, is pretty good, though. And they just have a cool look to them. They're kind of that, like, old, like, 90s, 80s action figure look to them. And, no, I've seen, like, a lot of them. The Chief one, especially, I believe, in the first wave of Halo CE, was really, really cool. And I believe that is the fourth part. Yeah, that is the entire focus of the fourth part of my retrospective video, which I'm going to hopefully be doing after I do the third part. The entire fourth part is going to be about Joyride. The entire fifth part is going to be about McFarlane, I believe, yeah. The entire sixth part is going to be about Mega Bloks. I will actually be talking about that finally. And the entire seventh part will be about Mattel. And that will hopefully be ending it out until Mattel loses the license to another company, maybe. But no, Joyrides are great. They have a nice charm to them that I really, really enjoy. So, the Halo 3 Classic playlist is... it's fun, I guess. It doesn't seem... I'm actually going to switch out for a sec. It doesn't seem... obviously, it's just Halo 5, but with the small changes made to make it seem like... it's classic Halo, but it's not. So I'm actually going to go back to Super Fiesta, which is one of my favorite modes in Halo. I love this mode. and it's a lot of fun to play. And I may go back to the 3 later, or we may go actually play the superior version of this and go play some Halo 3 multiplayer on MCC, or maybe even just original Halo 3 backwards compatible. To me, the Joyride helmets for Halo 3 Spartans always looked a little bit weird. Yeah, Joyride, like I said, the sculpts are a little weird looking back on them today, but for me, they just kind of have this nice charm to them, and it was like 2003, I believe, was when the first set was made. They're, yeah, you know, they're old, they're not up to modern standards, but they're cool, I like them. Obviously, they don't have a ton of articulation. I believe the chief figure had like 5. It was like his left arm, his left leg, his head, and his right arm and his right leg, and that's about it. And that's it. It's like, alright. But no, they're cool. And I am planning on hopefully getting some soon. I have 20 Joyrides off the top of my head. I got 2 signed by Jen Taylor and Steve Downs, both being the exclusive figures. One was the Battle Damage, one was the SDCC Camo Chief. That is awesome. It has always been a dream of mine to get something autographed by Steve Downs. I've just always hoped it'll be at like conventions or something that I can finally meet him at. But that is really awesome. That is awesome. I would love to have something autographed by Steve Downs. And yeah, 20 Joyrides. That is cool, and something that I wish I could get into. I may get some Joyrides at one point, but for right now, they're not really on my radar. But if I see one for like a decent price, I'll definitely pick it up just so I can at least have it and kind of compare it. But no, that is awesome. Yeah, no, I would love to have something autographed by Steve Downs and Jen Taylor. And that'd be really awesome. The only Halo related thing I really have autographed is a piece of Halo art. I don't remember his name. It was at a local comic convention, or a local Comic-Con, and I don't remember what his name is, but he does. Yeah, I don't remember. But he does like some really great Halo art. He's done 2 that I have that I bought from him locally that he signed for me, and so that was really cool. But I don't remember his name, but one of them is like a Halo 3 Chief fighting the Flood, and then one's like a Halo 4 Chief on Requiem. And they're really nice pieces of art that I have up behind my display, where I keep all my figures and whatnot. And it's really cool. Something I've actually been thinking a lot about lately are the different editions, like the retail editions of the Halo games. I thought about maybe, oh my god, of talking about that at some point, because there are a lot of fun different versions of Halo. Obviously, you know, the statues. I am begging, please, for a statue for Halo 6's limited edition. I feel like those have been kind of less popular lately, but I would love it. I don't really care if Triforce makes it or not. They made a Halo 5 statue. They can go ahead and make it. It doesn't make a difference to me. I don't know who else would make it. I would say McFarlane, but you know, that's over with now. But maybe it's not even like a statue if they pull a Halo 3 and just, oh my god, and just go with the helmet or something. That'd be fine. Just something cool. But my dream statue for Halo 5 that was never realized was a blue team statue. I know that'd be expensive probably. I'm not doing too hot this game. I know that'd probably be really expensive, but I'd be willing to pay the price if the statue was worth it. The Halo 5 statue, however, I don't really think was worth it. Okay, I don't know what's happening in this game. I don't really think was worth it. It just seemed kind of bland. There's just not much to it really. It's not even like from a design point, like the sculpts or anything like that, or the paint. That was all fine, but it was just it just didn't really do it for me. There wasn't anything cool there. Like when I saw the Reach statue for the first time, I almost didn't believe that was a thing. Like that they had made that cool a statue. I actually don't know how much the Reach limited edition retailed for, or the Legendary edition, how much it originally retailed for. But if it was like, I guess 200. I think 200 or even 150 would be an appropriate price for that game. Because now, especially since we're having to buy the limited editions for $100, because season passes now in 2018 are $40 a piece. That's unfortunate. I would hope that Mattel releases a Halo 2 ODST figure. Well, if those leaks are true, and it seems like they will be, then they definitely will. And it seems like they definitely will, so that'll be really cool. I'm looking forward to that. And I do kind of like the idea of them going back to the older figures, them just not sticking with the modern stuff. That is an awesome story about getting Steve Duns. Yeah, no, I've always wanted to meet them just because, yeah, they seem always down-to-earth, cool people. And that's always kind of a fear when meeting, you know, people that you like from a game or a TV show or a movie. That they just, you know, you're just another one of the fans to them. But if you can actually, like, have a conversation with them, they seem like cool people, then that is really cool. And hopefully I will end up meeting them at least some point before their time as these characters is done.
Throwing one out.
Yeah, he admired it too much, which led him turning down the queue, and has had to hurry up. Yeah, no, that's cool. And I just, like I said, really love to meet them one day. And you have the CE vinyl, that is also awesome. Something I've never really been able to find are like the soundtracks for the game. Like even when I go to like old record shops and that kind of thing, not even record shops, but like used bookstore kind of thing. And if I see if I just see any sort of soundtracks there, I never really see Halo stuff, which kind of sucks. And I could always buy them online, but I've just never really had a reason to do that. But no, I'd love to get one of them to sign any number of, because I always leave a couple of Halo things in the box. I actually unbox mostly all of my figures and stuff, except for like just a couple things. They're not even like rare, but like they're just kind of like things that I think are cool. Like I have for some reason I have the Halo CE anniversary, or the Halo anniversary line, the Captain Keys. I have that in the box for some reason. I have the Halo 5 McFarlane Centurion Target exclusive in the box for some reason. And then I think I have the Reach military police figure, and the Halo 3 CQB active camo Comic-Con exclusive, which I bought, which I thought was really cool. But no, I don't really own any like Halo stuff that I would consider rare for the most part. I mean, there are figures that I definitely like. I always kind of think a lot about what is maybe the best one in my that I have, and it's probably the NECA 18-inch figure. I love that figure. It is just so incredibly well done. And really, like 100 is expensive, yeah, but it's not unbearable. Like it's if you're like into that and you want something cool and like dominant to pose, that's cool. Halo 5 is trash. Yes, Halo 5 isn't great. We were playing the Halo 3 anniversary playlist, checking that out. And we're probably going to go play some Halo 3 multiplayer soon and compare the two to see how it lives up to what it wants to be. Because Halo 3's multiplayer is awesome, and it's a good time. Oh yeah, no, Halo 5 is not great. It is. In terms of just an FPS, like it's fine. Even as like just a first-person shooter, it's a fine game. But as a Halo game, it's just not. And hopefully we will get Spartan Charge removed, because Spartan Charge is one of the worst additions. Even when like Halo 5 first got announced and revealed, I was like really excited. Even when like I first played the game, I was super lenient on everything. I didn't really care about the campaign being bad. I didn't really care about the lack of content at launch. I was like, hey, a new Halo game that I get to be a part of the community for once, like kind of in the anticipation phase. That's awesome. I'm really excited. And then the only thing I absolutely hated was Spartan Charge, and I still do. It's just such an obnoxious flying around the map, that kind of thing. It's just really aggravating, and something that that I definitely don't think belongs in Halo. I don't see any argument that could be made for that. Battlefield 1, I may play Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1's a series I am kind of mixed on. I like the Battlefield games, and Battlefield 1 is really the only one I've prevalently played, but it's, no, it's fun though, and I like it. I may play Battlefield 1 a little bit. I think right now I'm going to go to Halo 3. Through the Master Chief Collection, unfortunately, because I'm afraid that we may not be able to really find a game in Halo 3 backwards compatible, even though I think it's worth going on to that game just to hear the menu music. Because Halo's soundtrack is just incredible. It is honestly what they've done, like with just a game soundtrack, which doesn't need to be good. I mean, movie soundtracks really, a lot of the times, are just kind of average, monotone. You don't really notice them. Like when I'm watching a movie and I actually notice the soundtrack, like it really stands out to me, then like I like to give that movie like props, as it did a good job, at least on that. But no, Halo is obviously fantastic, beautiful music. And really, my favorite soundtracks probably... There's even the soundtracks that people don't really like Halo 4, I don't love, but then it's got like the track 117, which is great, and I love it. And it's awesome. And it's also got Arrival, I believe it's... No, yeah, there's Arrival and Revival. But it's Arrival. And I don't love the music itself, but the way it's used in the final mission is good. What about Call of Duty World War II? I do not have Call of Duty World War II, and I have very, very few Call of Duty games. Not because I don't like them, just because I just have never really been into them. I respect the great ones for what they've done, and how they've just kind of taken first-person shooters by storm. I respect what they've done, and I completely understand why people like them. The ones I have played Modern Warfare 2, I really enjoyed that, actually. Infinite Warfare, I played the beta, didn't love it, and I know Infinite Warfare is not great. World War 2 also played the beta, didn't love it, but again, I don't really feel like I really can give my full opinion on Call of Duty series just because I haven't played any of them extensively enough to know what is like great and what isn't. I don't love either of them. The only one I thought Advanced Warfare was actually a decent amount of time, and Modern Warfare 2 was pretty fun. Again, take that as just like a casual fan of the series, not even a fan, but just someone who's played those games, not as a die-hard fan who knows all the intricacies of Call of Duty. And but no, apparently World War II is decent. I know some people really like it, some people also hate it. So sorry. Yeah, World War II. The music, I actually haven't heard anything about the COD World War II soundtrack, so I'm actually have to look that up later. Because if I can at least like hear it, that'll be cool. A game that I didn't really expect to have music I would be into was Battlefield 1. I remember turning on that menu music for the first time, was awesome. And yeah, oh, thank you for the subscription. And oh, another wow, all right, getting subscribers on live stream, that's awesome. But yeah, no, I've been gaining steadily subscribers lately, and that's something that, because I had this kind of weird break around a couple months ago where I just didn't post, just really because the Halo news drought's been kind of rough, and that's mainly what I talk about. But I obviously love talking about other games, and I have no problem. What's a map? I want to play on high ground, but it's one bomb, so no one's gonna go for that. But yeah, no. Battlefield 1's music I actually really enjoyed, and like even I was watching a YouTube video about someone talking about a completely different game, and I heard that music and I instantly recognized it. So if a game can do that for me when I only played Battlefield 1 a couple of times, I really enjoyed those couple of times, but when I only do it after I played it a couple of times, that props to that game. And yeah. I know it's disgusting, but I actually played on the Halo 4 remake of this map before I played on the original of this, so you know. Do I like Halo 2 or even CE? I Let's see, Halo, I guess I'll start with Halo CE. Halo CE, I really enjoy. About 70% of the campaign is awesome. The last 30% isn't bad, I just don't find it as enjoyable. The multiplayer, I also think is a lot of fun, and today, it's like, just what it did, you can't knock, it's a lot of fun. And, CE is a good time. Halo 2, I also have really similar feelings on. Oh my god. Again, I like a lot of the campaign. I like a lot of what they were doing with the campaign. I love the storytelling and the way that's used in that game. But overall, I don't love the campaign. A couple of the missions kind of blend together for me, as I don't love them. And the multiplayer for that game, I also think is really respectable, how well it innovated and everything it did. But playing it today, for me personally, isn't as fun. So I really like Halo CE, and I just like Halo 2. Neither of them would neither of them would make it in my top 2. They're not like my favorites of the series, but you gotta respect them for what they did. Yeah, Halo 5 being, oh my god, Halo 5 being not split screen. Could not think of a possible, like, I feel like that's the type of thing they would do as a prank. Like 343 would just put that statement out on like April Fool's Day as like, aha, good one. They'd never do that. But no, they actually released a Halo game, a series known for its split screen and couch co-op without like I don't understand. That's unexcusable what they were really thinking there. I don't know. No, that was definitely a big mistake. And I love how fast they came out. Before Halo 6 was even announced or a thought in people's minds, they came out and announced that it would have split screen. So they know they messed up on that. So that's good. People are saying hi. And there's a lot of people, a lot more than I would expect. I was expecting like one. But no, there are people here. That's exciting. My first ever Halo game was Halo 2. Yeah, I wish my first Halo game would have been Halo 2. If I was just like a little bit older than I was at the time, then it would have been. But my first Halo game I technically ever played was 3. I played it not like just super casually. I wasn't super into it, but it was fun, and that obviously liked it enough to stick with the series all the way over 10 years later. Oh my god, they got with the fusion coil. Yeah, no, especially if your first Halo game was Halo CE, then, yeah, no, you probably know what the series is, what it's about. We've got a lot of people saying Halo Reach is their favorite. I really, really like Halo Reach. It almost, like, sometimes, like, on some days, it is my favorite game in the series. It is, I know that the gameplay isn't as Halo as it should be, and I know that Noble Team are bland characters, and that Armor Lock was a bad idea, but I also know that it had so much content. It had a fun, varied campaign, great music, and multiplayer that you can still enjoy and have a good time with. Yeah, no, I wasn't doing too hot right now, and Therese once again almost died laughing when I died. Yeah, no, I haven't played Halo 3 in a while, so this is, especially just jumping from Halo 5 right into this. But, no, I will still play Halo 3's multiplayer any day over Halo 5's, and really, probably any other one in the series. Definitely Halo 4's, because, you know, Halo 4. Halo 4 is the way it is. How do I feel about Yip Yap the Destroyer? I think Yip Yap the Destroyer is great. I remember We got introduced in that Warzone Firefight update. Or we got... Oh, that's what it was. We got the reveal of the Grunt Goblin. And I mean, I like that. That's the kind of stuff that I feel like I wish they do more of in Halo 5. That just kind of makes it feel fun. Like, that's clearly just, like, a joke. But, like, you know, it's fun. And it's kind of what fun things that people miss about the series. Kind of like the flamethrower, which wasn't ever really practical, but it was there because it was fun to use, and it was you know, it was fun to see what people could do with it. So no, Yippee up the Destroyer, yeah, bring it back in Halo 6. Should I get Halo Anniversary? Halo, I assume we're talking about Halo CE Anniversary. I mean, it depends. Like, if you have the Xbox One, I'd probably just get Master Chief Collection, even though it's broken. Or actually, no. You know what? Scratch that, because I forgot it's backwards compatible now. Halo CE Anniversary, I was actually one of the like, I played it before I played the original, so I kind of had the weird graphics going in. Which, yeah, no, they're definitely a little bit too inspired from Reach. They're not. It was like they're like, all right, let's Reachify the original Halo game. That was questionable. But, no, I enjoy CE Anniversary. I think it sucks that there was no multiplayer included, and that as a substitution they tried to give us the Anniversary map pack for Reach. So, that's what I think about CE Anniversary. Up. Let's see. Oh, someone said, is this live? Yeah, this is live streaming for the first time. I'm gonna call this my first official live stream, because, like, all the other ones were, like, in the 720 and gross, and this one I actually got the mic working. I guess you guys can hear me, because I haven't had any complaints, and, this is a lot of fun. This is always something I really wanted to do, is just kind of talk with you guys, and just talk about Halo, or whatever. What is my favorite Master Chief quote? Alright. Let me think. I don't know if I have a... Okay, the one that instantly popped in my mind when I read that question, so I guess I'm going to say that, is Sir finishing this fight from Halo 2's ending. Halo 2's abrupt ending, but still Halo 2's ending. That one is the one that popped in my mind, so I guess that something has to be said for that. I like, let's see, Halo CE, what did Halo CE, he didn't talk too much in Halo CE, he had, what did he say, I'm trying to think of, like, popular quotes from that game. Oh, there's the ending when he's like, we're just getting started, that's good. Halo 2, obviously, Halo 2 actually had a lot of good ones, not a Chief quote, but Cortana's don't make a girl a promise if you know you can't keep it, that's great, and Halo 3, obviously. Oh, Wake Me When You Need Me, actually. That may be on the top of my list. So, yeah. And Halo 4. Halo 4 didn't really have any. Halo 4 had, she told me that once about being a machine. That was good. I like that. I like Halo 4's story. What was my favorite character in Noble Team? Mine was Emil. Yeah, Emil was cool. I liked, like I've said before, Noble Team didn't have too much development themselves. They didn't have too much going on, but I always really liked Carter just because I liked his armor. I liked how he was a leader, but I feel like I may have to go with George. You know, we're gonna play a different Halo game since we're talking about Halo so much. Let's play some, let's play some Halo 4 multiplayer. But no, George is probably my favorite. Obviously, I think he's the easiest one to like. June didn't really do enough for me to form an opinion. Neither did Kat, and really neither did Carter. I just liked him just for the sake of liking him. But George was cool, so I'm probably gonna say George. Oh, tell that to the Covenant. Oh, another one I just thought of is giving the Covenant back their bomb. That's good. I am playing on Xbox One right now through the Master Chief Collection. Unfortunately, it's actually not taking too long to load, which is good. It's good they're patching this game 4 years later, but you know. I Need a Weapon, that's also good. There's so many. For the limited amount of dialogue he has in in the franchise. There are a lot of good quotes. Hey, there's Solace, one of the worst maps ever created in the Halo franchise, and it's gonna win. Actually, maybe not. Hopefully not. Solace, I just have bad memories of being such a horrible map. What is my favorite emblem for Halo 3? I don't specifically know the emblems for Halo 3 because that wasn't a game I played the multiplayer a ton in. I love that you could actually like have your emblem and customize it. I love that it wasn't Halo 5 where you had to get them in a rec pack, a randomized rec pack that you could pay real money for with absolutely no customization. But no, I don't really have a favorite one. I remember the emblems I wore. I knew the name of the one I wore in Reach, or in 4 was Valkyrie with a sword and the 2 wings. That's cool. 360 is the best. Yeah, 360 was pretty incredible, and everything it accomplished. Xbox One is I've just kind of forgotten. Like, I don't really have an opinion on Xbox One now. It's the console that if you want to play Halo, like, well, I was about to say you have to have, but you don't, since all the Xbox exclusives are on PC. And just thinking about the like console war and all that, Xbox is just so, aside from it took them like years to get their UI not terrible. If that was Halo 3, I would have just won that gunfight right there. Really, their exclusive catalog isn't great. Just looking at this year, Xbox has State of Decay 2, which I'll give that game a chance. It looks fun. Sea of Thieves. And Halo 6, maybe? That's all that I can think of. Scalebound got canceled. Crackdown 3 is probably not coming out. Ever. I've just about given up on that game. So, yeah. And then look at the Switch. The Switch is getting all these third-party releases with Doom and Skyrim and Dark Souls. And PlayStation's got... what do they have? They have Spider-Man, they have Days Gone, they have Detroit Become Human, they have God of War. It's just, Cat got shot to me, that was a stupid death. Yeah, I think everyone agrees with you there. I actually remember kind of laughing the first time I saw it. I was like, what, is she dead? But, yeah, no, she died, because for some reason. I remember that was like a joke, like me and my friends we used to always talk about. Was just, like, Kat's death. The fact of how she died. It just kind of came out of nowhere, and then the music, like, kind of just comes out of nowhere, too. It's like, alright. Yeah, you're killing them all off, I guess, except June, so, you know, go for it. So, let's talk about Halo 4's Arbiter Will Die, got game early. Yeah, I could see the Arbiter die, okay, I can see the Arbiter dying in Halo 6. I don't think that'd be a terrible decision. The Arbiter was so underused in, like, Guardians that it's just, like... And I love his new suit, too, or his new armor, and his Prophet's Bane. I think that's kind of cool. I love that he's leading the Swords of St. Helios. And, there's a lot of cool potential in Halo 5's kind of version of the Arbiter. But, yeah, no, hopefully he'll actually do much. And if Jewel Mdama was still alive, we could have gotten that fight, but no. No, he's gone, because they wanted to erase all traces of Spartan Ops from everyone's memories. Hoping to explore more of Arbiter and Chief's friendship. Yeah, no, that was actually, although I was kind of depression-filled throughout Halo 5's campaign, kind of shocked about what was happening, the ending did get me excited for the sole purpose that Halsey, the Arbiter, and Blue Team and Chief are all in like the same room. That is something that I'm excited to see what they do. If it was Halo 5, if they take the Halo 5 approach, however, they'll probably just skip over that, and then they probably just won't talk about it. But if they're smart and they learn from their mistakes, we'll get some actual dialogue there. And, because, yeah, no, they did a lot together. They fought together for 2.5 games, or for 1.5 games, and, they got a lot of history, and I'd love to see something else there. What is it more, Brutes versus Halo 3 Floodgate, is my opinion. I think you're asking, like, what's kind of the worst level in Halo 3? Well, my least favorite mission, or maybe you're asking about the one in Halo 3 with the Brutes. I don't hate fighting the Brutes in Halo 3. I think they're fine. I don't think they're great. They're definitely better than Halo 2. So that's good. But no, I think they're fun. I think they're fine. But talking about the missions, yeah, Floodgate, I think Floodgate's a decent tie. I think it's fun. I like the atmosphere it has with the Flood. But the worst mission in Halo 3, the one that honestly, I don't know if there's really a mission in Halo. I want to say Cortana, and like that's just the obvious answer. I don't love Crow's Nest, but there's a lot of things. I'd say there's more positives in Crow's Nest than there are in Cortana, especially when you have that military Halo music. I don't know what it's called, but that one, the Halo theme, you know, where it's like in the military, or where you're in the base. And one of the things that stands out for Crow's Nest for me is that cringy Miranda Keys line where she's like, "Where are we going?" And it's like, "Going to war." Like, all right, Halo 3, you're I don't know how I feel about that, but that's what I remember about Crow's Nest. But no, probably Cortana. All of the shields went down from the explosion. That's how she got one shot. Yeah, I kind of remember hearing like reasons why Kat got killed. I don't know. I honestly don't. I don't remember all the specifics. I just remember that her death kind of came out of nowhere. I mean, it was definitely unexpected, but I always kind of just forgive her death. Looking back to Halo 3. Just because of that beautiful, beautiful cinematic looking awesome shot of with the music playing with like George when they're like about to throw her body into the fire, I believe. Halo Reach is just filled with amazing cinematography. It's insane. Someone's at their grandparents. It was cool you could play as Arbiter on Halo 3. It was, and I don't know if that's something I probably would say I don't think that'll be in Halo 6, and I don't think I want that in Halo 6, just because I think they have previously said that the focus... We were getting in games fast today. Master Chief Collection is working great, just because I think that's something that they've said. So hopefully we will get that in Halo. We'll get interactions with them. Oh, someone's got to leave. Alright, thanks for watching while you could. Streams are fun. I gotta stream more often. This is a good time. Especially playing these classic... I've only played on this map one time, I think. So this will actually be kind of new for me. Do I watch Red vs. Blue? Yes, I watch Red vs. Blue. I love Red vs. Blue. This new season, I believe, starts in April, because I'm pretty sure it always starts in April. I'll probably get the trailer sometime later this month. But I absolutely love Red vs. Blue. I love all the characters are fun. The story, I love the Blood Gulch Chronicles because they were funny. They were made with a certain amount of like charm to it. But then seasons 6, 7, and 8, I just like, so they just kind of obviously the storytelling really elevated. So I really enjoyed that. And then the freelancer stuff in 9 and 10, I also really enjoyed the like stuff when they were inside the memory unit in season 9. I didn't find as enjoyable just because it felt like we weren't really getting anywhere in the story. But season 10 overall is awesome, and then even the Chorus trilogy I really enjoyed. Season 11 I didn't love as much, but 12 and 13 I think are both really solid. 14 it sucked that we had to wait 2 years to see the resolution of that cliffhanger in season 13, but when we finally got it, it was kind of just, that was season 15. Season 15's fine, but, you know, I really enjoy Red vs. Blue. I think Halo Wars 2 was a step in the right direction in terms of art and story. Arguable. Just my opinion, maybe 343 has learned from their errors. Culture was a badass, as well as Red Team. Yeah, Halo 3 was definitely a right step in the art department. Halo 3's art style is just like fun. Like I remember when it got revealed at E3, and then they said that they were going to put out the beta that day. And I went on and logged on to the beta, and that beautiful just like first screen where you have the I believe that's just that brown Spartan, and it just looked so cool. I was like, is this like what the future of Halo is gonna look like? Is this like for real? And hopefully it will. But no, most of the things in Halo Wars 2 look great. I love all the Banish stuff. The Banish played like a decently big role in Halo 5. I'd have no problem with that. But the Banished art design is awesome, and yeah, no, if Red Team could somehow interact, I assume that will interact in Halo 6's story in some way, but if Red Team was to do something cool, at least make like a cameo or something. Jerome's awesome, and yeah, no, those cutscenes are beautiful. Also hope that red team reunites with blue team. Yeah, that's something that I feel like is almost too good to be true, like to actually happen. Like if they did that, that would just be awesome. But I think the chances for that are kind of slim. But hopefully. Is my team gone? Okay, no, we're just... Did Cortana die? Yeah or no? Okay, so this is arguable. Some might argue that the Cortana we were with Halos 1 through 3, Halos 1 through 4, died at the end of Halo 4, and this new Cortana is taken over by the Logic Plague, if that's like a thing that's gonna happen. I don't know all the specifics on that. I'm not a lore guy. I don't know all the specifics of like the lore, but so that's kind of questionable. But no, Cortana didn't really die per se in Halo 4. That like version of Cortana may have died. You can argue that, but I mean, she's in Halo 5 in that ugly bodysuit. I'm gonna play Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is it's a good game. I have played a decent amount of it. I think I like Bethesda games. I always kind of have like a weird relationship with. I really enjoyed Skyrim, but not for like other reasons I feel like everyone else did. The combat I thought was fun enough, but I just kind of like getting the Hearthfire DLC, just kind of sitting in my house, just, you know, doing the whatever. I thought it was fun. I really enjoyed it. So, that's not the only reason why. Obviously I love the giant open world. The combat, like I said, is really fun. But no, Fallout 4 I enjoyed. I liked Fallout 3 more, I think, but I haven't played New Vegas, even though I need to, like, at some point. But, no, it's fun. Red versus Blue and RB and the Chief got me into Halo. Yeah, there's... Okay, so something I actually didn't like, I don't know, there's this thought really never crossed my mind, is just how many people watch Red versus Blue, but don't play Halo, or don't know what Halo is. Like, I was just watching, I was like, watch reaction videos and stuff to people watching Red versus Blue, and people will pull out, like, the Brute Shot, people will be like, whoa, what is that? Or, like, the Mantis will drop, and they'll be like, whoa, what is that? Like, what's happening? Like, it's just kind of a fun thought that this fun fan-created series, same with RB and the Chief, which I haven't watched a lot of RB and the Chief. I've watched some of it, but no, Red vs. Blue I've watched all of, but it's just cool that these fan-created series have introduced probably a large percentage of fans to that series, and that's cool that Halo is a franchise that has the means and the creative capability to do that. Alright, I'm gonna look at the chat again in a sec. Let's kill this dude. Okay, alright, lag, that's what I'd like to see. RB and the Chief episode with them getting married was my favorite and super serious. Yeah, like I said, I haven't watched really any of RB and the Chief. I obviously know its significance though, and it, I obviously like it for what it's done and how it's benefited the Halo community. Same with Red vs. Blue. But really, they were just like, I just loved how during Halo Reach and Halo 3, you could go on YouTube and find an unlimited supply of well-produced, well-made, like, no, it don't even have to be well-produced or well-made, just fun machinimas that the community can, like, talk about. It's great. Someone said subbed with one video. Thank you if you subbed. That is fantastic. Every day, if I just like see one new subscriber, I'm just like, alright, there's another person that subscribed. They at least want to see more from my channel, so I'll keep making videos. So it really does mean a lot when you guys decide that I am one of the channels that you want to show up in your sub feed whenever I upload a video. It means a lot. And now that I know I can successfully stream, I'll probably do this more often too. I think people are talking about RB and the Chief, I believe.
5 minutes remaining.
But yeah, no, I need to watch RB and the Chief. It's what I've heard. It's, oh my god, it's great. Caboose's Guide to Finding Your Home. Caboose is one of like the few characters in anything where anytime he does or says anything, I just laugh. He is so it's great. He's funny. And another reason I'm kind of like in all the Halo games I always wear the Mark V. That's just what I've worn since Halo 4, and I wore it in Halo Reach. But no, he wears the Mark V too, so you know. I'll subscribe if you say pineapple right now. Pineapple. Why'd they change the ammo quantity for the assault rifle? It was 64 now in Halo 3. Now the other game is 32. That's a great question. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want them to bring back the Mauler, just because you know the Mauler's fun. Oh, someone said they subbed to me. Thank you so much. I don't know if it's the same guy. No, it's not the same person. I like this map. I've like seen this before. It's cool though. We need maps like this in Halo 5 that at least you remember them, because they're unique in some sort. We don't need remixes of like we get a remix of Plaza and then we get Overgrowth. Yeah, it's Overgrowth, and then we get the remix of Fathom, and it's that map. I don't remember the name of it. It came in the Infection update. Oh god, what was that even called? Oh no, that came in Memories of Reach. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, we got that. Oh, it's Riptide. That's what that map's called. The remix of Fathom in Halo 5, and like I'm not gonna lie and say I didn't enjoy and have fun talking about the content updates, but we shouldn't have ever had to do that. We should have fun talking about future DLC plans, not future content that should have been included in the game at launch. Oh, someone, I'm pretty sure, who made me say pineapple, they said congrats. Thank you so much for subbing. Bring back the flamethrower. I agree, and they could have done it so easily in Halo 5 with the different variants of them, like variants. Yeah, have the different versions of them. Have one that can shoot like insanely fast. Have one where like they could have done a lot of fun stuff. But no, Halo 5's not about fun. It's about putting in all those variants so they can get you guys to spend money on rec packs. What's your favorite armor in Halo 3? Mine is CQB. My favorite armor in Halo 3. I mean, the Mark V and Mark VI I both love, but I feel like it's kind of hard not to say Hayabusa, just because it's so, like, it's just, it's, you know, it's Hayabusa. I don't, we're gonna play no more Halo 3. Halo 3's multiplayer, like I said, is just so good. But no, Hayabusa is probably my favorite. People are saying Rogue. I like Rogue. I really wish they'd bring Rogue back. I remember seeing in Red vs. Blue, Carolina, obviously she wore Rogue, I believe, for the Halo 3 parts, and when they switched to Halo 4, they switched to Recon, which I guess is close enough, but that just really made me think about how much I would have wished that Rogue would have been in Halo 4 and 5 and all the others. Well, there, you know, I gotta be honest, so I'm still like a really small channel, and I still have like super low expectations, but to see all these people in my stream is super exciting, and I just thank all you guys for coming out and talking about Halo. Do you play the Halo games on mobile or just console or PC? I have not ever played a Halo game. Okay, well, I've played Halo 5 Forge on PC, if that counts. I've played, you know, all the stuff on consoles, and I have Spartan Assault for the console. I think it's fine. I honestly only bought it all the way back in 2013, I believe, so I could get that stance in Halo 4. But no, it's fun. And Spartan Assault or Spartan Strike, I actually also thought it's fine. I think both those games just kind of like disposable. Obviously, there was like time and effort put into them, but I don't love them. So, all right, someone said say my name 3 times. I'll give you flaming recon. Is it all right? Grunt bites, grunt bites, grunt bites. Why did they leave to make a game like Destiny, but then just do horrible? That is a great question. I mean, actually, yeah, let's talk about Destiny. I wanna talk about Destiny because I don't think there's ever been a game where I just don't know what to think about it. Destiny 1, I bought off release, I believe, like right off release, all the way back in 2014. I thought it was fun. I was like, all right, it's fine, I guess. But then playing with the friends and doing the raid, like I'm not gonna say that stuff wasn't fun, that I didn't have fun doing it, but it was kind of repetitive for me. It was kind of grindy. I'm not into those games. But and then Taken King came out, which the cover is honestly the main appeal of that for me. Yeah, no, and then Rise of Iron. The Taken King made it better. I like Taken King. Destiny 1's fine. Destiny 2 is that game just makes me angry thinking about it. All the sketchy business stuff with Bungie and then like the XP experience. I care so little about Destiny that I didn't even look into the news about like all that stuff. All I know is that like they were like doing something unethical, I'm gonna say, to try and like make people grind more or something like that. And yeah, someone just said screw Eververse. Yep, that's just what I was about to get to. And the Eververse microtransactions. When I like go into a game like Destiny, where customization is a big deal, the thing that I'm gonna look forward to do is customize my character. The reason I did everything I did in Destiny 1 was to get new gear to make my character look awesome. And to go in Destiny 2, when first of all, the first reaction I had was, okay, shaders are disposable now. Not only are they disposable, you have to apply them for each piece of armor. I just don't like that took out any bit of motivation I had for doing anything in that game, and that game died so fast for me and all my friends that played it, and we haven't gone back to it since. I didn't buy Curse of Osiris, I have not touched the game in months, and I probably never will again unless I have some specific reason to. Yeah, no, screw Eververse. No, Destiny 2. It's but yeah, no, Bungie, obviously we see what they're trying to do, but just they're not going about it the right way. I don't know how much of it has to do with Activision, but just no, Destiny just angers me. I got the katana after 2 years of hunting achievements in Halo 3. Yeah, that's something I really wish I could have been a part of. Like I said, been kind of in the Halo community earlier, so I could have been involved in all that stuff. Obviously, most stuff I've like really had the pleasure of being involved in was the complaints about Halo 5's movement system and that kind of thing. But yeah, no, I can only imagine how much of a race it was and how big a deal it was to get Hayabusa and Recon, seeing people with flaming Recon, that kind of thing. Yeah, someone just said, someone said, I miss the can I has Recon days. Yeah, no, like I said, really wish I could have been part of that more, but yeah, no, there's nothing like that in Halo 5. Halo 5, we have Achilles, the one armor in the game that you can unlock through actual achievements, and it is impossible to get, unless you have a ton of members in your Spartan company. I do like Achilles, though, but no one's saying, can I has Achilles? So, you know. I don't know a single thing about Destiny except one line where I think it says everything was fine until it wasn't or something. Yeah, the line you're referring to, I think, is, I think you're thinking about the line, I don't even have time to explain to you why I don't have time to explain to you. That line from Destiny 1, I think. Yeah, no, the writing in those games, 10 out of 10. Also, Destiny 2's line by the speaker when he's captured by, the big Cabal man, I don't even know his name. That's how it starts with the Gulls? I don't know his name. That's how forgettable he was. But when the speaker's captured, he's like, you might as well kill yourself. Like, alright. Yeah, I love seeing noobs ask for recon. Yeah, no. It's something that we might not ever see again. Alright, well, I was complimenting Master Chief Collection a little while ago, but we still can't seem to get into a game, so I may have to switch back to Halo 5 in a sec. I just want to do I don't. Yeah, no. Or actually, I may just do a different Halo game in general. Or you know, actually, I just had an idea. I may do Reach multiplayer. But yeah, no. Destiny, no. Yeah, no. And yeah, there's fun to be had if you're into that, but I'm just not. Rip Achilles, no farmers, and Rip Cortana. Yeah, Achilles, no. Achilles is not what we all wanted. I like the design of the armor, but like, it's if I'm playing a match of doubles with like a friend of mine, and the people are playing are like they both have Achilles, then we're gonna think like, oh man, they must be at least decent, or they must have like some part of some community, and that's a cool feeling. I loved in Halo 4 Venator, you could get that from getting a certain amount of assassinations, even if it was not really like a skill thing. You know, they took the time, they want to represent themselves in that armor, and you know, they want to take the time to get the assassinations to get that armor. And the Verdant visor in Halo 4 was the same thing. I remember grinding so long to get the splatters possible to get that visor. Someone said, can I play Halo 1? We will play Halo 1's multiplayer after this. Actually, we may do campaign. Just because Halo 1's multiplayer I feel like isn't very entertaining to look at. Last Resort, a great map. Why make it into rep packs? Oh wait, Rip Helios Girl. Yeah, okay, so I don't know if you guys remember this, but in the days leading up to Halo 5's launch, we got the announcement of Spartan Companies. It was like, alright, it's clans, good job. And then we got and then I remember, or no, I think that was actually October 26th, because I remember I was actually at school that day, and they, I believe, yeah, they like had that you could go online and customize your Spartan already before the game even came out. And so then the 4 armors I believe they had unlocked were, it was the it was Recruit, it was the Mark 6, it was, oh whoops, I thought this was Halo 5 for a sec. It was the Mark 6 Helios Scroll. I forgot what you had to do. I think you had to beat like a certain amount of something on the Master Chief Collection. And then Nightfall, which, you know, that's strange armor, but you know, whatever. But yeah, no, Helios Scroll I really liked the design of. It was like a Sangheili skeleton was ripped out and like shoved into a plastic mold for Spartan armor, and that's what they got. It's kind of fun. I like it. But yeah, no, the fact to put all the armor in the rec packs, no, like that's. I can't believe that was I can't believe that's a thing they actually did. Like, I could see them putting like some of it, but all of it except for one piece of Achilles armor that they didn't add in until 3 months later. Okay. Or 4 months later, actually. I've got a boner for murder. Yeah. All the grind for Helios Grill and just for it to be free. Yeah, oh, actually, I do remember what it was. It wasn't it like complete all campaigns on Legendary on the Master Chief Collection or something? Because I remember like not like wanting to wear it, but then I couldn't. Yeah, I may be wrong about that, but I feel like it was something like complete all campaign on Legendaries. But yeah, point is, you did all the grinding, and then they just made it free to everyone. Oh, someone said their disc is screwed up. In the CE disc. What I actually think we may do after this is try some Reach multiplayer, and then we may start ending it out. Ugh. But I also remember playing the Halo 5 beta, and I was like, alright, this is weird, but it's fun, you know, I like it. And I was like, alright, I know the whole thing with like the lighting on that was kind of weird. Yeah, I remember specifically thinking when I played that, why is it so dark and why can't I see a single thing? But no, it was cool. I just kind of liked the whole style of it. I liked the team ending MVP animations. Oh my god. Need more Master Chief missions. Yes, another thing. Halo 5 is the definition of just like unbelievable. Like I never would have dreamed they would have made a Halo game where every single piece of armor had to be unlocked through a randomized loot crate that you could pay real money for. I never would have thought they would have removed split screen. I never would have thought we would have been playing as Master Chief for only 3 of the missions. 3! And let's think about what those missions are. We've got Blue Team, which is fine. We've got, oh god, Reunion, which is fine. And we've got The Breaking, which is fine and from a design level kind of trash. So yeah, no, and if they do this thing where they're like gonna focus solely on Master Chief, like for the most part, I assume like Locke and Osiris will be in there at some point because I feel like it'd be kind of weird if they just disappeared. But yeah, no, 10 Master Chief missions. That is what we need. I don't understand how that happened. And like they can start introducing this new protagonist, but we don't need the jump to be so sudden. And we also need a little bit more on the protagonist besides these vague lines like, you're not the only one here because of him. Like, what does that mean? What is that possibly supposed to mean? Can we get some, like, details or anything? And then hey, Buck's like, when every Spartan hears about this, they're gonna hate us. Like, just... Halo 5's campaign is just... It's just a big joke. Yeah, no, the VR in this game, it's, yeah, no, the VR, specifically the VR, like, in Halo, what was I playing? Halo 4 earlier, I was like, dang, the VR seems pretty good. The VR change, I think, is one of the weirdest and, like, most, like, jarring of the art style changes. Because I remember, like, after playing, since it wasn't in Reach, after playing Halo 3, and then playing Dawn for the first time in Halo 4, and then when you, like, go out on that, like, or you go out on, like, outside of the ship when, like, there's no gravity, and that BR is just floating there, I just didn't know what it was. I was like, is this supposed to be the battle rifle? What's with the giant scope? What's with the noise it makes when it shoots? It just... Oh god, I'm not doing too good. Yeah, I'm top of the team. Never mind. Yeah, no, it was. It's weird. It's weird. Our style change is weird. I think they should make another ODST game. Yeah, I would not mind another ODST game. It could be fun. I mean, I really like ODST. I like the tone of that game. I love the music too. Okay, I gotta stop saying I love the music because the music is great for pretty much all of them. But no, I love an ODST sequel. Or it doesn't have to be a sequel, but just you can follow another group of ODSTs, because obviously they were able to introduce a whole cast of new characters in the first game and make it work. So I have no doubt they could do it again and be successful. But yeah, another ODST game, especially could you imagine that with like the rain on like the Xbox One X? That'd look beautiful. I'm just afraid they'd mess it up. I think Spartan Locke just looks cool, but Master Chief is our main hero. Yeah, that's oh my god. That's the thing with Locke. When we saw him for the first time on that announcement poster, it was like, all right, is this guy gonna be? Or we knew it was guys. Some people thought it was a girl. It was like, hey, is this person gonna be? Like, is there going to be taking over? Are they going to be fighting him? And really, his change just kind of happens. Yeah, he looks cool, but there's nothing... And really, some might say that about Chief, that there's not too much going on. But the games give you enough to go off of. You get what he's about. And especially, like, in Halo 4, like, they made him into an actual character, and I like that. And if you do care more, you can go search out the expanded universe for the countless amounts of movies, graphic novels, comics that he is featured in. And has more, it's more like a character. And Locke, you can go look at Nightfall, which no one wants to look at for more than 10 minutes without them wanting to, you know, scratch their eyes out. So, you know. Uh, Someone said the only good thing about Halo 5 was the rec system that wasn't pay to win. I gotta respectfully disagree. I don't think it was as pay to win as people made it out to be, but you could blatantly pay real money to get better weapons that give you an in-game advantage over other people faster, and so yeah, in that aspect it's very much pay to win. And yeah, no, the rec system, gone. Take it out. Everything was fine before it was there. We didn't need it. You can have progression and achievement-based unlocks, and without that.
Spree, killjoy.
Someone said that the first Halo game I played, theirs was Halo Reach. I feel like I see a lot of people doing Halo Reaches in that. The first Halo game I've ever played was Halo 3 back in 2008, but I played it like a couple times. I remember beating the campaign thinking this was fun. I didn't really play any multiplayer that much, and that was like in 2008. And then the first Halo game I got, like I bought near release and got super invested in, was Reach. So yeah, Reach is... See, guys, this is why Halo 3 is the best Halo game, because the maps are fun, and that happens. I can't really think of a map in Halo 5 that feels dynamic. Even Halo Reach had Spire. Like Spire is just oozing creativity, and it's just, you know. Someone said bring back playable elites. Yeah, you know. Yeah, no, that's an obvious. With actual like more custom, I know like, it's kind of like a long shot, but if they could introduce actual customization, that would be really awesome and something I'd be really into. Someone said bring back old art. Yeah, I don't have as many problems with the art style change as some other people seem to. I think it's jarring. I think it's weird. I think the other stuff looks iconic and better. And I think Halo Wars 2 looks beautiful. So yeah, no, bring back Halo Wars 2's art style. What did I think of the ability to sprint in Halo Reach? I was fine with it at the time. I think it's weird that it was combined with all these other armor abilities that you had to choose between loadouts, that you had to choose between in different loadouts before the game started, and then you could change mid-game. So I thought that was kind of weird. I thought it was kind of weird that it wasn't just like an ability. Alright, I think I'm going to play one more game, and it's probably going to be a big team battle in this. Okay, while this loads. So yeah, the ability to sprint in Halo Reach, it was weird. It was, I don't know, I didn't hate it. I didn't think it like broke anything. In terms of the armor abilities that were introduced in this game, that definitely wasn't the worst, or least balanced. Yeah, somewhat. He said it's not as pay to win, but it would be fun to see it come back. I wouldn't. Okay, I wouldn't like. I don't think that's. If that is in Halo 6, I don't think that would be its biggest problem that they need to overcome. I think the campaign needs a lot of work as well. But you knew in the older games, if you found someone, you could customize your Spartan to look the way you wanted to by doing achievements. That is what makes the rec system so irritating and what makes the older games so appealing. Is that if you saw someone else that had a certain amount of or that had a certain armor that you knew you had to do certain achievements to unlock, you knew that they had done that. You knew that they had put in the time and effort, and that they really cared about at least their appearance or that armor or how they look in the game as a whole, that they wanted to, you know, they wanted to show that off for people. And so that's what it really that's what it's really about. I don't hate the idea, like, just in, like, games in general, I don't hate loot boxes. Like, Overwatch, I don't hate loot boxes. Like, I don't really care enough about Overwatch, but it's fine. But in a series that's known for everyone having different varied armor, and for those armor to be introduced by you either doing achievements or a credit system like Reach, like taking the time to do that, then that's kind of disappointing when Halo 5 comes along and not only takes away that ability, but adds in pay-to-win abilities for Warzone. Someone said the problem with Halo 5 is that it exists. Yeah, I agree. That is the biggest problem with that game. Halo 5 had so much potential but failed. Yeah, I agree. The first Halo game on next gen. Like, that should have... We waited... Let's see, the Halo 5 came out in 2015, the 360 came out. We waited 10 years for... Oh, wait, no. Let me think about that. Well, yeah, the 360 came out, and so really the time from we would have gotten... Let me think about this. Okay, I'm going to say 8 years, because it came out in 2015, and... Halo 3 came out in 2007, which was the first Xbox game on 360. We waited 8 years for the next-gen Halo game, and when it finally gets here, it's just a disappointment. It had so much potential. I remember thinking, like, we even did prediction videos, which are really bad. Don't watch them now. But we even did prediction videos, like, all the way back, thinking how cool it would be if Blue Team was introduced in the games, and how awesome that would be. And then it came true on that motion poster they revealed. I was like, oh, who are all these people? Flock, and I just remember being so excited and awesome. And it just had, yeah, no, the multiplayer had potential, but you could kind of see that direction they were going in, especially in the way Halo 4's multiplayer was. Oh, someone said, oh, it was Grunt Bites. He said goodbye. Goodbye, Grunt Bites. You will be missed in the chat.
Slay.
Oh, someone else also said see ya. Yeah, someone said, I just hope 343 can make Halo 6 awesome, if not screw 343. Yeah, and 343, they're like, yeah, no, there are people at 343 that care about, like, the franchise. It's not like they're all out to ruin Halo, but they, you know, they...
Gain the lead.
Some people just think different things are more Halo than others, and some people think different things are better for the franchise than others.
Gain the lead.
And that's just what we're going to have to see how that turns out. Someone said I can't even play any new games because I'm on Xbox One. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, it just kind of, they just kind of stopped making like 360 games, but you know, that's the console life cycle. And the only thing I'm hoping for is that we don't get into this new like half cycle. Oh, great. The only thing I'm hoping for is we don't get into this like half cycle with the Xbox One X and the Xbox One S and the PS4 Pro and then the PS4 or the PS whatever's coming out next. You know, that's all I hope. Yeah, I agree. I don't like about them executing it poorly. Like, obviously it was executed very poorly, but if it was, I could see it being done in Halo, because I feel like it'll come back. Like, I'm pretty, especially with Frank O'Connor's statement, and the fact that Halo 5 will most likely be enhanced mobility, like that kind of thing. It will probably come back, but if they can just, if it can at least not be pay to win, and if it can at least include some level of a credit system or in-game achievement unlocks, then that'll be a step in the right direction. Okay. Someone talking about Halo Cortana's looks through the game. Yeah, she's definitely changed. I remember I was like pulling up Halo 4 for the first time, and I was like, "Whoa, that's Cortana from Halo 2. That little blob, that like purple and green blob. That's Cortana." I was like, "Whoa!" But no, I like how Cortana looks in all of them. I even like her Halo 2 anniversary design, which I know some people don't love. I like it. I think we can all agree though that the abomination of her Halo 5 design and her face, like what is her face in that game? It's just, oh god. Okay, that final cutscene with them at the end of the breaking, I enjoy like from a visual level because it just looks like pretty. It looks good. But everything going on in that, all the story things, just Cortana, everything about that I hate. Yeah, what about Halo 5? Halo 5, yeah, no, Halo 5 is... Playing Halo 5 now, it offers a nice variety of content, of multiplayer content. If you're just playing it for the FPS, you'll probably have a good time with it, and it offers more than a lot of multiplayer shooters do today. But looking at it from this perspective of this franchise, looking at the campaign, yeah, no, it's not. The campaign's pretty bad and unexcusable. Everything else is just, yeah, meh, it's average. Also, rip the concussion rifle. This thing's never coming back. I don't really want it to, but you know. What do I think will happen if some games are only for specific consoles? For example, Halo 6 being on the Xbox One S only. Then, I mean, they did, I confirmed like twice, I believe, once at E3 last year and once at E3, or 2 years ago and once at E3 2017, that these are all part of the Xbox One family and there won't be exclusives on any of them. The only difference that'll be is that some of them will be, the games that come out will be enhanced for Xbox One X because it has the power to run them better, but they won't. Nothing will ever be exclusive unless they make like another actual console. Nothing will be exclusive to any of them. They won't release Halo 6 on the Xbox One X, and then you can't play it on the Xbox One. They're still Xbox One games. They're just able to run better and perform smoothly on the Xbox One X. Uh-oh. Oh, Trent Webb said, gotta take off. Thanks for watching. Take care. Thank you so much for watching. You're the first person here. And the only person in the chat for a while. But, no, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I'm probably gonna end the stream after this game. Oh, Grunt Bites is back. Hi, Grunt Bites. Oh my god. I don't know what just happened. I just remember thinking so long waiting for a remake of Spire, and then it didn't come, and it's just why. If they could win me back by Warzone so easily just by like doing a reveal trailer for Warzone. That's crazy. Just by doing a reveal trailer of Warzone with like a throwback to Spire. One thing I will say though about Reach that kind of like irritates me a lot is the voting system and how it's just votes, like that's it. So obviously I love Spire, so I never have a problem playing on it all the time. But yeah, I'm playing it all the time. People are always voting for it because it's a great map and it's a fun map. The only thing I always disliked about Spire, I thought was kind of weird, was that whole back area over there, like that whole area where the Banshee spawns. But it was fine because like the Banshee spawned there, so it was fine. And people are just coming up here. They are wanting to die.
Double kill.
Yeah, people are just Cortana's face. Yeah, no, what did happen to Cortana's face? That's a good question. I don't know. Like, I actually don't know, like, what the... Because even her face even changed a little bit in Halo 4, like, obviously for the better, like, it improved. She didn't really have much of a face before that, but the Halo 4 to 5 jump is weird. And I just hate the bodysuit so much. Like, what is that supposed to be? Like, is it just supposed to be like she's wearing clothes now because it's Halo's rated T now and it needs to be socially acceptable? Oh yeah, that's another thing I didn't think about. Halo being T, that's... no. They would already get back positive, like, reception if they would go ahead and announce that Halo 6 is going to be... if they would go ahead and announce that Halo 6 is going to be rated M, they would already get a lot of popularity for that. Uh-oh. Oh my god, alright. I remember Red vs. Blue made a joke once about why the fuel rod cannons bounce. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense. You know something that was kind of stupid, but also at the same time kind of fun that I would like to see return? The gun goose from Halo 2 Anniversary? Oh, actually, wait, no, that was... Yeah, I legitimately forgot that fast that was in Halo, that was in Halo 5. Never mind then. But yeah, no, also come up with some more inventive vehicles. Like the Phaeton was not really enough. We asked for a Forerunner vehicle for years, and then we got the Phaeton, which I like. It's cool, like it's a vehicle, but it's missing the teamwork aspect. And then we got the Wasp, which was the biggest like joke and like middle finger to Halo fans I think I've ever seen. It's like, hey, we all know you want the Falcon, we all know you want the Hornet, we can give you both of them probably if we tried, but no, here's the Wasp. And oh wow, the Wasp is awful? Alright, well here, 2 updates later, or no, it was just the next update I think. The next update, here, we'll give you 3 versions of it, one that shoots lasers and one that's the Oni one, because it's better. And we want you to get them in rec packs and spend real money. So, where's the Banshee? God dang it. Oh my, alright, I'm just really struggling trying to lock onto that. That was bad. What did you think about when you buy Halo 4 figures, you get a free, let's say a free skin? Yeah, that was awesome. I remember it actually gave you a reason to buy them. With, I remember like the rec packs that you would get with them, they weren't like a big deal, because they were like bronze packs, I think, or the promotional packs. So they didn't really matter. I always think they should have added gold packs, because they can spare like a couple gold packs to, I think that was the first wave of Halo 4, or Halo 5 figures, so they're like 6 I think. They can spare 6 gold packs to all the people that are committed enough to your merchandise to, you know, give them 6 gold packs. So the fact that they were the promotional packs kind of sucked, but no, I love the idea. I don't think we'll ever see it again, because I couldn't really see Mattel doing that with their current stuff. But no, McFarlane, they're awesome. They're obviously, you know, kind of, like I said earlier, more fun, more like down to earth in terms of what they produce, and that was pretty evident through their fun practices of giving everyone a free skin and free rec packs, even though the rec packs kind of sucked, but you know. I feel like there was at least an attempt made. It's like, hey, we know that there's the Halo collectors out there. We know you guys might be playing the game. If you are, here you go. If you're not, then you can give it to a friend or something. Or just throw it away, because they were trash. Like, they weren't worth anything. So, you know, whatever. Oh, what? Yeah, someone said that 343 like hired people that don't hate or don't play Halo. I mean, there are definitely people at 343 who oh, it's Halo Reach. There are definitely people at 343 that really like they don't really know the correct direction for the series to go to, or it's not really their decision, or it's up to Microsoft or something like that. But there's also a lot of people, a lot of really nice down to earth people at 343 that that know what should be the next step for Halo and know what should probably be done. So I think you can really categorize them all into they all hate Halo and they all don't play Halo, because a lot of them do, like, they know about Halo, and a lot of like the community people, like Sketch, he's cool. Like I said earlier, James Smith, I know he's not like really a developer, but he's been nice. So they care. It just depends on how they go about that in the future. People are talking about Master Chief getting triggered because Locke, like, did something with Cortana's face? Oh god. Come on. Let me finish the game. Yeah, this was one of the worst things about Reach. Like, this stupid, like, alright, let's switch to a new host thing. No. Alright, now Grunt Bites is leaving for real. Bye, Grunt Bites. And yeah, we'll be ending the stream shortly. Ow. But yeah, no, I'm optimistic that 343 will at least learn from their biggest mistakes with Halo 5. Some of the small, like the art stuff, I don't know how like big an impact that will make. I mean, I am assuming they are pretty clear on the positive response to Halo Wars 2. to Halo Wars 2. So, I mean, you know, it just depends. It also depends on like when they started working on the game, because Halo Wars 2 didn't release till early last year, and this game's been in development for a couple years now. So, you know, it just depends.
Double kill.
Alright, I'm gonna go take out the... Okay. Oh, I forgot to lock on. Come on, come on. Alright, I guess it didn't hit. Someone said the only thing I like about Halo 4 is that Greenie McArmor punched a nuke and lived. Yeah, that's true. I always thought that was kind of weird. He just like... Yeah, no. Greenie McArmor, he's you know, he punched a nuke and then defeated the million-year-old evil space wizard, and then didn't die because his holographic robot girlfriend saved him
1 minute
somehow.
remaining.
I don't know. I like Halo 4's ending though, so I don't. But yeah, no, it's true. Do I play any other games other than Halo or Destiny? Well, I don't play Destiny. Like, I play Destiny 1 a little bit, and I play Destiny 2 barely at all, because that game's now. But yeah, no, Rainbow Six Siege I play extensively. I play that with my friends all the time. I love it. It's probably, like, if I could not recommend a game higher for, like, you and your friends. There's definitely a learning curve. It's competitive, but no, Siege is fun. I've been playing a little bit of Fortnite and PUBG lately. I don't really love either of them. Just because that's... I respect that what they've done, how popular they've gone, how they've kind of changed the industry in the last year. But I don't really love either of them specifically. And but yeah, no, PUBG, Fortnite, and you know, I'm always playing Halo, obviously, like I said. But no, not Destiny, never Destiny, and Siege. And yeah, it's mainly a lot of Rainbow. Also, I've been playing, I've been replaying BioShock Infinite lately, which is a fantastic game. And yeah, I think that's about it. Alright guys, well I'm going to go ahead and call the stream a night here. Wow, I went on for 2 hours. It was way longer than I anticipated it to be. Well, like I said earlier, I'd like to thank everyone who actually came out and watched this. Like I said, I'm a really small channel, so I didn't really expect anyone. I just was excited that I finally got live streaming working, and I wanted to try it out. And actually, a lot more people than I anticipated showed up, and we were able to have a lot of great discussions, talk about Halo, talk about how the Eververse sucks, and talk about Greenie McArmor. So I will try and do this again sometime, and I'm just really excited. I'd like to thank all you guys that subscribed during the live stream today. Thank you so much. And I will hopefully be making some more videos soon about Halo, anything related to that. And I'll be really excited. Alright guys, thanks.